Today, we are looking at how to open brackets and then how do we simplify. We have a number of examples we are going to practically open the brackets and then we simplify the expressions. So number one, we need to open this bracket. Remember the simple rule that whatever is outside the bracket will always multiply whatever is inside the bracket. So in this case, we mean these two will multiply with that 3 and we shall get 6x. And again, these two must also multiply 5 and we shall get 10. This is how we basically open one bracket. When you look at example 2, it's showing us that if the number is negative, it will always affect the inside signs. So if you have -2 and you're going to multiply to +3, our result will also change basing on the applications we use, and it will become -6x. And then -2 multiply to +5, also we shall get -10. So that is how we basically open a bracket. When you look at the second question, it shows us now we have got 2 brackets. In this case, we need to open the 2 brackets and then we simplify the expression. So 3 times x, I'll get 3x. Then again, 3 times 2, I'll get 6. -2 times 2, I'll get -4x. And -2 times -1, I'll get +2. Remember, minus multiplied by minus, we will get positive. Then after getting to this position, basing the fact that this is an expression, we collect like terms. So I will have 3x minus 4x, then +6 plus 2. 3x minus 4x, I get -1x. And 6 plus 2, I'll get 8. Remember, this is an expression. All of the items are in one side. So when I am collecting the like terms, there is no changing of sign to the given item. Okay, when we look at this example 4, you'd realize that the 2 brackets are multiplying. When 2 brackets are multiplying, it means each component in the first bracket will multiply the second bracket. So basically, 2x, the first component, will multiply the whole bracket here, and then -1, the second component, will multiply x plus 4. Then 2x times x, we shall get 2x squared. 2x times 4, we shall get positive 8x, and then -1 times x, we shall get -1x. -1 times 4, we shall get -4, because this is minus, this is positive. When you multiply, we get minus. 2x squared is alone, so we shall bring it to the answer, 2x squared. But here we have 8x minus 1x, we shall get 7x. And then -4 is alone, so we shall bring down -4. So in this case, we have managed to see how to open a bracket, and then how do we open brackets and simplify. That's what we have seen in these two examples. Now, what if we have 3 brackets? If we have 3 brackets, that means we have to deal them in pairs. I first work out with 2 brackets, then the answer I will get, I multiply it with the remaining bracket. So basically, the first bracket, first component times the second bracket, and that will be x times 2x minus 1, positive 2 times 2x minus 1. So I'm dealing with the first 2 brackets. X times 2x, I get 2x squared. X times minus 1, I get minus x. 2 times 2x, I get 4x. 2 times the minus 1, I get minus 2. Remember, positive 2 times minus 1. Positive times minus, I get minus. So I simplify this and I get 2x squared because it's alone, minus x plus 4x is the same as saying 4x minus x. So I will get positive 3x and then minus 2. So after getting this answer, I need now to multiply with the remaining bracket. So as we said, since these 2 brackets are multiplying, get the small bracket, the first component, to multiply the whole of the bracket, and also the second component to again multiply the whole of the bracket. So let's start with the first component. X multiplied by 2x squared plus 3x minus 2. And then positive 3 multiplied by 2x squared plus 3x minus 2. So when we open the bracket, we shall get 2x cubed plus 3x squared minus 2x. And this side, 3 times 2, we shall get 6x squared. 3 times 3, we shall get 9x. And 3 times minus 2 shall get minus 6. Okay, so here we collect like terms again. 2x cubed is alone, plus 3x squared, and we have another one, plus 6x squared. Then we have plus 9x, and then we have minus 2x, and we have minus 6. Then we get the final answer of simplifying, and that will be 2x cubed is alone. 3x squared plus 6x squared, we get plus 9x squared. 9x minus 2x, we get plus 7x, and then minus 6 is alone. So this is how we expand and simplify 3 brackets. Let's look at our last example. Here we have got a minus sign. This side we have a bracket square, and this side we have 2 brackets. So when we are in this kind of situation, we will reserve this minus sign. It will have to wait so that we can expand this side and then simplify it. Also, we expand this side and then simplify it. Afterwards, we will join them back so that we can apply the minus sign. All right, so let's start with this side. X plus 5 squared is the same as saying x plus 5, x plus 5. Then x times x, I get x squared. X times 5, I get 5x. Then I go to the second component. 5 times x, I get 5x. And then 5 times 5, I get 25. So I simplify x squared plus 10x, then plus 25. So this is the simplification of the first part. Now, let me go and work to the second part. Remember, I'm doing this when this minus is waiting. I'm not using the minus. So I expand 2x times x minus 3 plus 1 times x minus 3. As we said, first component will multiply the bracket and second component will also multiply the bracket. So here I'll get 2x squared minus 6x plus 1x minus 3. So finally, I simplify and I get 2x squared minus 6 plus 1, I get minus 5x and minus 3. This is the simplification for this side. But remember, I have not applied the minus. Now, because I have not applied the minus, I need to bring the minus here. But before I bring it, I have to put back the first part in one general bracket, the second part in one bracket. What do I mean? By doing this bracket, I mean that I did not directly open these two brackets. Instead, I merged them into one bracket. I merged these two brackets into one bracket. That's how I can do in order to work out the remaining minus sign. We need to merge the bracket because this minus sign will always have to affect this side. So now we have to open the bracket and it will affect the second bracket. The first bracket will not be affected because we have positive 1 outside and it will remain x squared plus 10x plus 25. But the minus will affect all the items in the second bracket. Minus times positive, I'll get minus 2x squared. Minus times minus, I'll get positive 5x. Minus times minus, I'll get positive 3. So we need to open the two brackets and merge them. We need to open and merge them so that the minus effect can be observed here. Then we collect like terms as we have done before. That is for x squared. And that is for x. And the last part is for the constant values. So 1 minus 2 here, I will end up with minus x squared. 10 plus 5, I will end up with 15x. And finally, 25 plus 3, I will end up with positive 28. This is how we open brackets, and this is how we simplify brackets after opening them. Thank you for watching. You can subscribe to my channel. I will provide more videos of mathematics. My name is Mr. Ishengoma.